Hello and welcome from this beautiful port town of Southampton. This is where the Indians will play their next game against Afghanistan on Saturday. In fact, the Indians have been given a two-day break. They are on a break. They reassemble on Wednesday at the beautiful Rose Bowl where they'll practice ahead of the Afghanistan game. The Indians are aware now this World Cup is within their sight. In fact, before the World Cup, India and England were two big favourites, and now the cricketing pundits in England are saying that India could be the one who could win the World Cup yet again. In fact, the Indians have a well-balanced side, but remarkable batting by Rohit Sharma. That is where the Indians would feel that their strength comes from. Shikhar Dhawan is not there. In spite of that, Rohit Sharma continues to plunder tons of runs.
He's batting unbelievably well. And think back, a month, there was so much talk about his form coming into the World Cup. He probably didn't have the greatest of IPLs that we've seen him have in regards to his own personal batting. But again, he showed how important his leadership is. And I think that's underrated as well. Don't forget he's vice-captain of this team. I love the fact that in his first opportunity to stand up for India in this World Cup, he did. He made 100. And then yesterday he was in unbelievable form. So, yeah, look, I probably feel... Well, there's no doubt in my opinion, he's the #1 opener in this format in the world. And he's as destructive as Virat. So that's one of the advantages the Indian team has. A lot of people always talk about Virat, but it's not just Virat. Rohit Sharma at the top of the order can score big hundreds.
Small things matter the most, in big competition, the more relaxed you are, better you will perform. And Michael, one more thing. He was saving runs for the World Cup, not scoring runs in the IPL.
We didn't need to.
Yeah, IPL, he have got too many guys, other guys can do the job, and they still ended up winning the competition. And very smart move, scoring most of the runs here where it needed the most. And I think it's great to see him in that form and in that zone, where he's controlling the game.
Well, 3 games, 2 centuries and counting. Rohit Sharma is in splendid form, and Sachin Tendulkar feels that it's the leadership role that has been given to Rohit which has made him more mature and a match winner. In fact, Sachin believes that Rohit can win the World Cup for India. This is said to my colleague Boria Majumdar in this special interview.
What a World Cup he's having. 100 against South Africa, 50 against Australia, 100 against Pakistan.
A terrific consistency. And what I really liked about Rohit, he was playing at a phenomenal strike rate, but at no stage it appeared that Rohit was taking risks. The only thing which was risky, I felt, was his running between the wickets.
Yes.
On a couple of occasions he was lucky to get away with those blunders, but otherwise batting was at a different level. And I've always felt when Rohit starts playing close to his body on the front foot, he's going to hurt the opposition.
Is this the best Rohit? Rohit in top shape?
I think I would put Rohit's performance in this World Cup right up with any other knocks that he's ever played in the past.
Some of the shots that Rohit played, Sachin, square cut, cover drive, the pull, the hook, unbelievable.
Superb. And you see his pull of Hassan Ali, and I also said that on air, that when a batter starts hitting you in towards mid-wicket, and when he knows that he has a deep square leg, that shows the amount of time he's getting to hit, and that length is just not the right length to bowl. When Rohit is in full swing, you don't want to go short of length. I don't know where the bowler should bowl, to be honest, because he can play all the shots, and then today he proved that. Be it a beautiful cut outside off stump or a flick.
So what would you now say to Rohit? He's won you the match. Tell something to Rohit, because
Rohit, continue doing that. It's a joy to watch you from the commentary box.
Well, the batting was tremendous. He played some outstanding strokes the other day, but one shot that stood out was the uppercut against Hassan Ali. Now, if you jog back the memory, go to that 2003 Centurion game against Pakistan when Shoaib Akhtar got hit by Sachin Tendulkar in a similar shot. Not just the Indian batting that people are talking about, they're also talking about the Indian bowling, especially the 2 wrist spinners. Michael Clarke and Harbhajan Singh believe that other than the Indian batting and Bumrah, if somebody could win you the World Cup, it'll be these 2 spinners.
you impressed with the Indian bowling?
Yep. Again, I think one of the main advantages for India is the two spinners in the middle, the two wrist spinners. A real attacking option for India. You know, I think a lot of teams at the moment are using spin to save runs versus take wickets. And I think, you know, that's how I've always known, you know, playing against Harbhajan, he always bowled like that. He bowled to get you out, not to slow your scoring. And I think that's one of India's greatest strengths, that, you know, you see Virat, the fields he's setting, when he's using his spinners, they're an attacking weapon. And I think that's been a standout for mine with India's bowling. Yes, they've got good quicks, no doubt. But the attacking weapon of spin separates India at the moment from the other teams.
Without Bhuvi?
Great point. You know what he made. I think spinners are doing terrific job for Team India, and how Virat is using them is, you know, that's something also really needs to be looked at.
But without
And,
Bhuvi?
you know, no, we'll talk about
Okay.
Bhuvi. You know, I need to come to that point where Pakistan, how they used their spinner yesterday. You know, you won the toss, overcast condition, you bowl your first 8 overs, 3 different fast bowlers, and then suddenly no one get the ball swinging or whatever, no one get the ball going. But what they did, they bring on the spinners, and spinners who didn't spin the ball at all, and they were just looking to contain the runs. And the spinners were bowling, I mean, 12 over in the first 2 hours, more than the fast bowler, and you have won the toss. I think that's where they have made a mistake, and they let India score those runs, and it was easy for India then.
Overall bowling strength, my next question. Without Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, are we still okay?
Yes, I'm pretty happy with the bowling attack what we have. You know, Bhuvi, I'm sure he'll be out for a game or two. I hope not for too long. But I think Shami is someone who's very much capable of taking wickets from the start with the new ball, and he's a proven player. And I don't see, you know, our bowling is less. And Michael have made a very good point. You know, spinners are doing the trick for Team India. You know, none of the other spinners have the luxury to have 2 leg spinners bowling in the middle overs and taking those wickets and looking to take wickets, not to contain. That's what is the intent of them, and they're delivering it for the team.
Vikrant, if we actually talk about one other team that can, you know, it was mentioned in the course of the chat, is England. You know, England sort of looked the part to you, but they've also got injury concerns with Jason Roy and Owen Morgan. Well, there would be concerns in modern day cricket. Players will get injured, and this weather will also add to it. You did tell the India Today viewers in the morning, Boria, that because of this ground and the soggy outfield, maybe that would have hampered Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. That would have maybe aggravated his tightness. So I think the injuries will happen. Everybody's just one afternoon or evening away from glory or disaster. But England's done well. I mean, the one other team competing with India. They are the team. They lost to Pakistan. They might lose to Australia. And if they lose to India, all of a sudden, there will be questions asked. There will be pressure on them.
At the moment, we are not talking about Australia. I don't know what whether Michael doesn't rate them or whatsoever. You know, they are still a champion team. I think they have got enough players in their team, you know, who could win them the games and the competitions as well. They have been there, they have done it, and they know how to do it, you know, in the tough conditions and situations.
Okay, so let me get you both, England and Australia.
Yeah, look, I think England are the favourites because they're in their own backyard. They know the conditions so well. They're the #1 ranked team in the world. So over the last 12 months, they've been playing the best cricket. So I still see them as, you know, the #1 ranked team and the favourites for the competition. India's probably playing the best cricket at the moment, the most consistent cricket. But the one thing about Australia is they're probably playing at 70%, but they're winning. So that's the positive. Australia generally in tournaments like this builds momentum, gets better every single game. And if you're still winning when you're not at your best, you know you've got a good team. So, yeah, I still think Australia can win this World Cup.
Well, in fact, other than India, yes, Australia, England would be the big title contenders. England have batted well. They've been batting well. It's the bowling that is a little concern for them. The Indians are not concerned about the other teams. Rohit Sharma, in this interview to Yuzvendra Chahal, I won't call it an upset, because Bangladesh have always done well in the ICC tournaments. In fact, it's the system within Bangladesh cricket that is helping these players. But they did beat West Indies. Well, that's all that we have for you on this bulletin. But we'll get you more from this World Cup special from England. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.